An OnlyFans model is sentenced after a guilty plea for you're never gonna believe, a fetish encounter killing.
Involving an OnlyFans model named Michaela Rylaarsdam. She's now a defendant facing murder charges after allegedly asphyxiating a man by placing a plastic bag over his head.
So the spicy content creator's attorney denies that she intended to kill him. But police say while the man was unresponsive, she kept on filming for her OnlyFans.
I'm going to be attempting to vacuum seal myself.
Declared brain dead. A few days later, he was removed from life support. Michael's cause of death was asphyxiation.
Welcome back to Grimworld. I'm your host, Devin Roberts. Today, we dive deep into the realm of twisted and disturbing OnlyFans models. This one goes by the name of Michaela Rylaarsdam.
This is the year of business. I know that this is something where you get in and you get out. And you need people in your corner to help you grow. I did, and so I know what that means for our growth. I know what that means for our gut.
VISTA, California. Michaela becomes emotional in court during her sentencing after she did indeed plead guilty in her role in the death of a man who died during a BDSM sexual encounter. Now, for those that do not know, BDSM is an acronym that encompasses a wide range of consensual sexual practices and role-playing dynamics involving power exchange, bondage, and control. These practices can sometimes lead to out-of-control violent acts, as one may take full advantage of their power exchange for the worst. You know, things get out of control every once in a while, right?
Oh my word, oh my word, oh my word, oh my word. Ah! Oh wow, I feel like every video you understand how like not normal I am a little bit more and more. Basically, like if like, I'm trying to think of an example.
You see, Michaela has previously pleaded guilty as part of her agreement with prosecutors this June 2026. Now, she appeared before Judge Brad Weinreb to learn her fate. Now, while Michaela had initially faced a murder charge, she was allowed to plead guilty to a single count of involuntary manslaughter for the death of Michael Dale, who was 55. Now, last September at a preliminary hearing, prosecutors presented evidence showing that Dale did agree to pay Michaela to take part in various fetish activities back in April 2023. Now, messages exchanged between the two were exposed and included numerous requests from Michaela to Michael to buy boots and glue them on his feet with Gorilla Glue. It gets worse. She goes on with an additional request to pour Gorilla Glue directly into his eyes and to glue his mouth shut with a sex toy inside. Oh man, these people got too much time on their hand. What do you think?
I'm gonna let him process for a few minutes even before I start taking the rope off. He's gonna get the shivers. That's the aftermath of an adrenaline rush like that, is you're gonna get cold.
The price for Michaela's most expensive service, the Ultimate, was $1,500 per session. She also had other levels like Wild and Mild.
Now, Michael Dale, the victim, was found tied up with no shirt on. The area from Michael's waist to his feet was covered with plastic wrap, and his hands were above his head. Now, videos found on the defendant's Michaela's phone showed Dale with duct tape around his mouth and head in plastic bag over his head. It sounds like he would have had problems breathing, if you ask me. Damn, this is beyond freaky.
I enjoy giving people an amazing experience.
While prosecutors conceded that Dale had sent messages to Michaela, who advertised her services on the website OnlyFans, they also said that during the encounter, he actually repeatedly asked for things to stop. You see, Michaela didn't give a fuck. She was already going full throttle on his ass.
What is that? It's a rape whistle.
Now, one of Dale's roommates testified at Michaela's preliminary hearing. He said he heard the victim say, "Can we stop? I'll pay you more money to stop," before he decided to call 911. I mean, what the hell, man? Is this what happens when you sign your trust over to a twisted, demented, OnlyFans psycho? You don't know her, man. You don't know what she's capable of. Am I right? Tap in below. Michaela was ultimately sentenced in line with the terms of the plea agreement, which called for 4 years in custody to be served at the county jail rather than prison. Is this justice for Dale? Jesus. Now, Michaela's attorney said at the hearing that his client felt bad about this from the beginning. Even before the charges, she was seeking therapy as a result of this. Yeah, well, Michaela, that's great you're seeking therapy, but what about Dale? This is the dude that you showed no remorse to, certainly a vulnerable individual ready and eager to listen to your commands. And what did you do? You drove him to death in such a cruel way. Michaela began to cry in court. She stated, "I was going back and forth as to whether I should say something, and if I would say the wrong thing," she said. "But it would be a poor example to my children if I did not. When something bad happens, we need to take ownership." Well, I'll say that I wasn't expecting her to take in any accountability personally. Yeah, Michaela, it's time to take ownership of these actions you committed. OnlyFans gone wild. I tell you what. Prosecutors previously said that Michaela was married at the time of the incident. No doubt. Investigators said she shared photos and videos from the encounter with her husband in real time. So you see, they're kind of on the same level with this indecent BDSM, violent crap, money pooling they got going on. Of course, it sounds like this is their main source of income, right? Shallow motherfuckers. This tells you something about their self-esteem and self-image. Michaela's husband and uncle were reportedly posted up chilling in the gallery during her sentencing.
Without any background or understanding of this lifestyle, you're like, well, you saw the person passed out, they're not responding. How come you didn't immediately rip the bag off and, do all of the normal things one would think of?
One could argue that the intoxication contributed significantly to his death and made it more difficult for Michaela to assess his status in real time.
You're listening to Grimworld, the only channel with that real. Please like, subscribe, and check out our Spotify. I'm out.